I know I'm full of self-doubt. And to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey, 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 everybody! What's up? How you doing? Welcome to another, I guess, live stream open panel. So if you want to come up, you know the drill. Twitter or Instagram, send me a message. I'll give you the link, and we will be good. Other than that, we're gonna talk about, of course, Foodie Beauty and others where our interests lay. But right now, smash that like button. Welcome, all you beautiful people. It is, of course, a Saturday, rainy Saturday here in Montreal. And yeah, hey, Hangster, it ain't that. Janine, Foodie Beauty Action Figure. Polly, what's up? Marie, Nikki D, what's up? Marie R, how you doing? Nicole E, Polly. Hopefully you're good. How's your day been going? So, what's the joke of the day? I have no idea. But hey, nice to see you here. Hey, Kelly Wade. Mary, what's up? Her World, how you doing? It's a rainy ass day in Rhode Island as well. Okay, I see you. Hey, 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 everybody. Bourgeois B, what's going on? Beaker, what's up? And say BBJ, how you doing? Welcome. All right, so once again, I'll give you the link. Send me a message. Other than that, Foodie Beauty says she's no longer returning to Canada. No, there has to be a reason. Whether or not that is logical is really up to her and what she's thinking, and to some extent what Sella is thinking. But okay, one day she's adamant about going back to Canada and settling things with the whole BBJ situation. Then the next day, she is not wanting to go back. What changed? What are we missing here? Um, I don't know. You guys tell me. She can't afford it, says Nikki D. That's probably a problem. Hey, Jumbo. Or is she trying to get another extension? Yeah, she maybe is trying to get another extension. Maybe that's the case. I believe she probably did get an extension. That's why she was staying in the country. Why not get another one? It's it happens. They do that where they'll give you extensions in a row, one after the other, even here in Canada. Polly says, I think that logical and Chantel can't go in the same sentence. Right, Polly? Oh, we got Bally here. Bally. What is up, Bally? So, what's with you on your live streams? I've been hearing you say a lot of things in your live streams, Bally. You want to come on panel? You want to talk about certain things? Fish says, I don't think she was ever going back. Yeah, that could be it. Um, there's a lot of times she talks about certain things where it's really just the views in that moment she wants you to watch, which is a tactic that a lot of people use. They'll put up videos or do live streams where they're like, I'm quit, or I'm never coming back to YouTube, or this is my last YouTube video, just to have people watch, and then 2 weeks, a week, the next day they're back again. It's just a clickbaity type of scenario. Her views in terms of her mukbangs are still going well. I mean, the 40-day water fast video did really well. Her eating videos are still going strong, so why not? All right. Who sang the intro song? It's by Andrew Applepie. Almost all except for one. So I will say practically all the intro songs that I have, because you gotta ask Andrew if you can use his content in your videos, but he doesn't. It doesn't penalize you, as in, you use it, you don't get penalized. Where he gets he gets all the monetization from it. So Andrew Applepie is who I use. I also think the Baby J situation has her upset due to the fact if she had BBJ and she passed on, Chantel would write sympathy views for eternity. You think so? I don't know. Okay. I guess that might be it. I think I don't know. I think a lot of people would raise hell if BBJ did pass away in the care of Chantal. I don't know. Well, maybe we could do a vote. So okay. How about this? We do a vote on that. What do you think will happen if BBJ passed on while in the care? How should I phrase it? What would you do if BBJ passed on while in the care of Foodie Beauty? All right, here we go. I think I've done it. Change my language settings. All right, here we go. She will get sympathy views. Okay, or okay. Uh, what would what would happen? I should put it that way. All right, let's vote right now once again. There you go. She would milk it that for every dollar. I don't know. Thank you, Bourgeois. I appreciate you. Hey, everybody just coming in. Hey, Lynn. Hey, QZ. What's up? QZ says she's trolling us every day, threatening one day, changing mind the next. Diet one day, no diet the next, going to Canada one day, not going the next. Yeah, a lot of. I think it's the expression of what's going on in her head. Maybe she isn't I don't know, clear headed, clear minded. A lot of things are going on. Hey Sarah Lee, how you doing? Welcome. Georgie, what's up? How is it? How are we all doing tonight or this afternoon rather? I'm okay. What's up with you, Cypher? Yeah. I was. Oh, you haven't watched S Jam? I don't know what's been going on with S Jam. A lot of people have been MIA lately. You know, people that would usually be on at least once a day or twice a day. S Jam hasn't been seen in almost a week. Then we got Dragon Lord Frodo has disappeared from the internet. No lives, no videos, which is super strange. It's been rather slow on because typically I would cover certain things. Yeah, S Jam got a new job. Okay, awesome. What kind of job does he have now? I did see that his Gut Boy content came back. What, like 3 weeks ago? The Gut Boy content was back. I'm like, okay, cool. Silent gains for sure. All right, so he was trying to quit drinking. Rather, SJM's tried to quit drinking multiple times, but that's just how it is when you're in the thralls of alcohol addiction. Is you're most likely gonna fail your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th time. Like, how many times does it take to stop drinking? Because yeah, most people are gonna fail a multitude of times. But as long as you keep making gains, you're gonna stop as long as you keep moving forward and not backward. So yeah, okay, all right. I'm not getting any info on how long does the typical person take to actually, how many tries does it actually take to quit alcohol? But I'm sure it's out there. Maybe I'll look again. How many tries? I'm sure it's a lot. So I don't blame the guy if he doesn't, quit the first or second or 10th or 20th time. It's just how life is. As long as he's trying, he'll get there. Yeah. Oh, he did get a job. What's his new job? The Gut Boy content is pretty disgusting. Stop it, QZ. And maybe I like the Gut Boy content. Right, Polly? Yeah, Bourgeois says it right. Addiction is a cycle. Um, so what is his new job? Because I haven't been keeping up with him. Exactly, Cypher. I think he was very dependent on the alcohol for a lot of reasons, but good for him. Right, Bourgeois could take up to 8 attempts. Okay, we could go with that. All right, vote now on the what we're voting on, which is what would happen if BBJ passed on while in the care of Foodie Beauty. So okay, so we got like 2 out of 3 people on one side, and then the other 1 under 3 on another. Okay, I see you guys. Oh, he hasn't told anyone what it is. It's entry level. Okay, cool. Well, I guess good on him. Good luck to him. We've seen him get other jobs, and it didn't go so well for him. But I'm not gonna knock the guy. At least he's trying. I'm not gonna knock somebody who's addicted to the alcohol, imbibing the drink, and then he's trying to overcome that as well as get a job. Yeah, in this economy, a job is a job. Exactly. He looked happy. Okay. Yeah, and Marie's right. Alcoholics don't usually hold a job for very long. Yeah, and he has to start somewhere. So there you go. Right, Polly, that's true. All right. Let me end this vote. Loopy Loo, hi there. It makes you nervous. I don't believe BJ is not gonna be back in Chantel's hands. That cat is in a better position right now. Yeah, Foodie Beauty can say anything she wants, but I do believe the cat's just in a way better position than with her because, yeah, her and Pete would completely ignore that cat. Throw, treats on the ground. There you go, have a meal. Wasn't sure about the water situation because I was always worried about that. Like, was she okay? With the water situation, was she not? That was another thing. Um, Yeah, we seen the Timbit situation. A lot of people were very upset with that. So I'm glad BBJ's out of there. All right. So what did you say, Bally? You don't drink. You do not drink before 5 p.m. Very rare if you do. And there are days I do not drink when I am on YouTube in evenings and chat. I like to then have 2 to 3 drinks. It's still not good, and I know this. Yeah. Um. I don't even want to say that. What can I say? Work on it. I guess you were used to the nightclub life, Bali, going out to clubs each and every night. Were you even going out each and every night or just the weekends? Probably each and every night, right? Drinking the night away, being up until, I don't know, uh, what, like 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, then going to sleep. I'm sure some of us remember those days of living that life, being up all night, especially on Friday nights, Saturday nights. Oh man, my Friday nights were brutal. I remember having to like go out till like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, oh man, every night for years. Yeah, I figured it was every night for years. That is why you have a problem because it was every night for years. So yeah, you got accustomed to it. All right, good. All right, let me end this vote. What would happen if BBJ passed on while in the care of Foodie Beauty? 2/3 of you says she would be ripped apart. The other 1/3 feel like she would get sympathy views. Me, I'm on the 2/3 part. I think she would be in a bit of a pickle, a bit of a trouble in terms of like people would really question what happened to and with BBJ if that cat was back in her care. All right, as here Natter is still burning things. I've been looking at some Snarky Priest stream. No, well, not streams, videos. Shout outs to Snarky Priest, by the way. Doing good things, making videos and whatnot. All right. Thanks. The last live stream fasting. What did he mean by that? Live stream fasting. Is he done with live streams? Netter? Is he? Clueless says, Belly, what? You don't realize that your moderators are trolls and make fun of you in chat. Sorry, but true. And you don't even realize it, says Clueless. I agree with you, Clueless. But we'll see if Bali realizes that in time. You're hoping he goes to jail. I haven't even kept up with Natter lately. I have no idea what's happening with him over there whatsoever. But he's still making his videos. I'm sure he's gonna be back until he's not back. But what, like I say, whatever happens, happens. I'm just here. It ain't that says I used to go out clubbing every night and never picked up a drink. Oh, well, good on you. It's very hard to do that, especially when you're in the nightclub and then a lot of factors happen. People want you to drink with them, peer pressure and whatnot. Hope Nads will be caged. Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right, once again, if you want to come up on panel and talk, well, come up and panel and talk. I'm here for it. So we'll definitely be doing something. Like I said, it's been slow on this side of the YouTubes, which is something not really expect, but if it happens, it's not out of a range of possibilities. So we shall see. Um, think. Oh, she put a hat on Harry, a fedora. Okay. All right. So 15 minutes ago, she posted Howard the cute mouse, my boy. He's a hamster, and his name's Harry. Now, how is it Howard? Wasn't it Harry Howie? I don't know. Uh Horowitz, wasn't it? That's his name, something like that. What Cipher say? Oh, what was your worst hungover story? I don't have one of those hangover stories. Oh boy. I just remember, man, those were the days. Um, Listen, okay. Oh man, I don't even crazy ass stories, man. I don't have stories like that because um most of the time I'd be the person driving, so I would just not drink, or maybe I'll have one, but then that was it. Like I was the designated driver a lot of the time because I don't like the feeling of just being wasted, because I've been wasted before and waking up not knowing what happened in the last few hours. So that kind of gives me the heebie jeebies, where I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'd rather just drive everybody and make sure everybody's safe and gets home all right, rather than not knowing what happened like hours before. But I do remember I went to a bonfire party in Red Deer, Alberta once. And holy crap, I remember for some reason I kept on jumping over the flames, just like back and forth and dancing around and everything. But that was a trip. But other than that, not like crazy stories, but certain things happened where certain elements came together. He was the manager at two big nightclubs, and how did that turn out? Yeah, they do get spicy drunk partying with Albertans. I told the story about Beer, right? You remember Beer and his brother? Like they wanted me to drink with them, and I just had like one beer because it wasn't my thing. And then Beer was getting wasted. Then his brother was completely wasted, and his brother kept on looking at me. I remember that story. Ah, I used to hope your car was in the driveway, right? Like, yeah, really, like going out and then just waking up in your bed and you're like, what the hell happened? And you just remember tidbits. Oh boy, yeah. So yeah, I had a Red Deer experience. It didn't go too bad, I guess. I remember I said I was in we went to McDonald's, and you know, friend of mine was driving and I had to like pee really, really bad, and I didn't get out of the car. Oh man, that was bad. And then I had to pee. Oh boy, that was such a bad experience, man. I am so lucky nothing happened from that. It was great. We partied and made tons of money. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, right, Lynn. But yeah, like I said, Red Deer, Alberta partying experience. Albertans know how to party. I remember going to Winnipeg as well, partying over there. Um, my people from Manitoba, my Manitobans, they definitely know how to party. Boy, That was something. So yeah, Alberta, Winnipeg. I mean, I've been to Saskatchewan as well. Montreal is like a really huge party city. One, because you can drink sooner here. Like a lot of Americans will come up from New England and come here to party. So Montreal is like the drunk and stabby though in Manitoba. That is true. You got to be careful who you party with in Manitoba, especially in Winnipeg, because you got to be careful anywhere. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, Montreal is known. Like if you live in like I don't know, like Massachusetts, like upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, you are a young teenager, you'd go to Montreal to like party because then you can drink, you can do things you wouldn't be able to do in the States years before. So there's lots of Americans that do come up to Montreal to hang out, party, nightlife and whatnot. Yeah, exactly, Paulie. It's 18 in Quebec while it's 19 in Ontario, then it's like 21 in the States, right? So if you're an 18-year-old, you have a car or you want to rent a car or you have a friend with a car, they all just drive up, come into Canada, go to Montreal, have like the wildest time ever, and then take it from there. And some people do that every weekend. They're just that close enough. Yeah, especially if you're in like Albany or like Burlington, Vermont. If you're in somewhere in New Hampshire, just go into Canada, to Montreal and party. Have a wild time. Do stuff you won't be able to do in America for like a couple more years. I have no idea what's going on in Russia. Do I have a done music festival with tents and so on? Yeah, yeah, I have. I have done those. I've done Boots and Hearts. If you know what Boots and Hearts is, it's held typically between Barrie, Ontario, and Aurelia, Ontario. So it's called Burles Creek Events Grounds in Oro Medonte. So if you know Canada, if you know Barrie, if you know Aurelia, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's actually happening this year again, August 10th to the 13th. It's every year. Boots and Hearts is pretty cool. And yeah, it's really really good event. There's been a few. There's like Veld, there's Oshiaga. Veld is in Toronto and Oshiaga is in Montreal. What I hate is when Veld and Oshiaga are on the same weekend. So Veld is August the 4th to the 6th. What's Oshiaga this year? August the 4th to the 6th. They always do that shit. They always do it. But yeah, Oshiaga is really cool. So if you're in Montreal, early August, check that out. If you want to check out more of like more country stuff, you would check out Boots and Hearts. It's pretty cool. There's gonna be Tim McGraw, Keith Urban, Nickelback, and Tim Hicks this year. Blues Fest, yes, Blues Fest in Ottawa, and it's not just blues. You're right. Most people think Blues Fest is just blues. It's actually not. One time we had a couple years back. Was it 21? I think it was 2021. We had Ray Shremmerd at Blues Fest. It was pretty cool. I gotta check the lineup for that. But Blues Fest, Ottawa, July 6th to the 16th. So pretty close. It was 1.2 million people over a 10-day period last year, which is amazing. Can you imagine that? 1.2 million people. So there's lots of stuff happening in Canada, in the Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal triangle. You want to go to Jamrock? What do you mean, like Jamrock? Welcome to Jamrock. You know that song? I need a cowboy hat. I was actually looking for a cowboy hat a few months ago. But to get like a really nice one from a quality maker, they can be very expensive. Was bit okay. Okay, Polly, nice. Rage Against the Machine, of course. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Rage Against the Machine isn't yes, for the first time. That was last year though. Were you there last year when Rage Against the Machine was there? I didn't even know that they were at Blues Fest last year, but cool. That's awesome. All right. Where is this chat going? Anywhere we want. Hey, Foodie Beauty makes Canada look like we don't do anything here. There's so much to do in this great country. It's the second largest country in the world. Most of the population are centered in practically five, not, you can even say like three cities, but let's just say five. Like most people are in Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, Ottawa, and Vancouver. That and we're still the second largest country in the world. There's cities in China that have more people in one city than all of Canada. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. That is incredible, isn't it? Hey, Miss Lena, what's up? Oh, you had a banging summer 2022? Yeah, you just gotta go and do it. So when you see Foodie Beauty in Ottawa not doing anything, that's because that's her. There's tons of stuff to do. There's the Ottawa River there. There's tons of stuff to do in Gatineau except go to a trap house off of us in a seedy area. Like you don't need to do that every single day and give a guy money for smokes and for powder. She can go to Gatineau Park and not be waiting for people to drop shit in her car. Like there's tons of stuff to do at Gatineau Park. There's tons of stuff to do in Chelsea. There's tons of stuff to do in Wakefield. There's so many amazing places. There's Montebello. She could have easily taken people to Montebello is like beautiful during the summer. She could have taken people to Jessup's Falls, which is amazing. She could have taken people to Hawkesbury. She could have done so many things where she can show the beauty of her country, but all she kept on doing was nothing. Yeah, she could have easily taken drives and little trips like all over Canada. And she was doing it, but it was in such of like a backwards way of like going, oh, I'm gonna drive to Cornwall. Okay, if you're gonna drive to Cornwall, you could show like a farm or something, or go somewhere, go to the falls, or do something where you show off your country. She could have done that, but she didn't. She could have easily even gone to Smiths Falls. Smiths Falls is a very nice town. Yeah, exactly, Killer Wade. If it didn't involve running around with Koki, she wasn't interested. Yeah, all the time she was in Montreal. Montreal is so amazing. She could have shown off so many different areas of Montreal. She could have gone to North Shore. She could have gone to South Shore. She could have gone to Kanawaki. She could have gone to so many places that's beautiful, shown it off, shown that we have like this amazing country that we live in. But yet she did not do that. And yeah, NDG has a bunch of new proper poutine spots. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. She could have gone to, yeah, NDG area or Côte des Neiges. I mean, if she's in NDG, Côte des Neiges / Triangle area, it's always Orange Julep. She didn't even show off Orange Julep properly. She would just stay by herself in a corner, eat the food, and then go home. Hey, what's up, Bekaboo? You didn't miss much. We're just talking about the things you can do in Canada that Foodie Beauty hasn't shown and why she has decided to not, visit, not come back when she was so adamant about getting BBJ back and lawyers and court and this and that. All she did was show every part of her body. Yeah, yeah, that was 2021, showing off the body and whatnot. But yeah, shout outs to Polly talking about NDG. Good area. I don't have a problem with it. All right. Other than that, once again, if you're coming in and you want to come up and say a few things, I think sometimes I'll open up a live stream so people can say their piece. So if you want to do that, send me a message either through Instagram or Twitter. I will put my handle, and there you go. Just send me a message. All right. She doesn't want to leave Stella. She doesn't trust him. Is that it? That could be an element of it. There's lots of people who do that. It's a very psychological thing to do where you stay with somebody so that they don't have time to clear their head or clear thinking because you're always around them. Yeah, there's people who do that. Maybe that's what she's doing. He might have some time to rethink things if she leaves. Who knows? Who truly knows how his feelings are? Um, do you really believe it? Yeah. To be a travel vlog, you need to showcase the reason a specific area is of importance. Well, yeah. Yeah, there's many ways to do it. Yeah, that's one of them. I've seen people do it in so many different ways. Some people just have a knack for it, and you can have a knack for it. All you got to do is keep improving your videos over time. Of course, your first few videos aren't going to be that great, but if you keep improving, then why not? Okay, Polly, have a great one. Take care. See you later. Rest well. You never had poutine, but by looking at it, you would love. Oh yeah, poutine's great. Like in terms of like food, I think food in Quebec overall, especially Montreal, is just on another level when compared to Toronto. Like Toronto, they don't respect food as they do in like Montreal. And the first time in Montreal, I was so blown back that when I ordered a pizza, I didn't have to order extra cheese. And even if I order extra cheese in a pizza in like Toronto area, it's like it seems as if it's regular cheese. But if I just order cheese pizza or extra cheese pizza in Montreal, you're getting a thick layer of cheese. They're not going to slouch on anything in the food because anyone from Montreal would not want to eat there if you're going to slouch on the quality of the food. So there's many places I've tried in terms of burgers, fries, poutine. It's so many things where it's just superb. It's like I said, a whole another level. Poutine looks like vomit to you. Is it because of the gravy? It probably is because of the gravy. Boy. Yeah, Montreal is amazing. My first time in Montreal, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was upset back that I didn't understand French that well. If you're in Montreal, you really don't need to understand French that well. It's when you go beyond Montreal, then it's kind of like okay, you might wanna you might wanna learn French. But yeah, other than that, what can I say? It's all good. All right, 32, 32. I'm looking at something here. Okay, I see that. Okay. Um, you don't understand French? It's okay. As long as you're in Montreal, you'll be fine. You have trouble with proper English. What's your native language? Your first language, Janine? Your native tongue? You've always wanted to have a Montreal bagel, right, Becca Boo? Wh- There's people who, like I've said this a few times. There's people who travel from like New York City, New Jersey, even Philadelphia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, New York. They actually travel to get Montreal bagels. Like I did show one guy, he had like this TikTok where he woke up in the morning, drove to Montreal, got bagels, and drove back because the bagels are just that different and that good. What's a Montreal bagel? Well, they're just made different. Montreal is known for poutine, um, bagels, pastries, even just a lot of things. Like this is why I say that Montreal is the second most populous city in Canada, and the food is just on a different level compared to anywhere else. Like if you order a pizza anywhere else, hey, it might be good or it might not be good, but in Montreal, if you order a pizza from a reputable place, you're gonna get a really good pizza. Yeah, exactly, a fish. Like you can even Google it, like traveling from like NYC to Montreal for bagels. People do this all the time. I just Googled it. All right. Yeah, let me try and find like TikToks. I probably if I do this on TikTok, uh, it'll come up. traveling, traveling, traveling to Montreal for bagels. Even though the New York bagels are pretty good, but yeah, like there's a distinct difference between New York bagels and Montreal bagels. I've lived in New York. I think Montreal bagels are just better. But that's me. And other people agree. But hey, it's up to you. You should try both. When is Corky's trial? I actually don't even know. I gotta check that out. It's probably still in a few months to give him time to for his lawyer to prepare. I would say. All right, there you go. Polly says I was listening. Montreal bagels are steamed while baked. There you go. So is that the real difference, Polly? Because Polly would know. Polly knows about Montreal. Knows about Montreal bagels. Polly knows a lot of things. Wax bagels are fire. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, what would be amazing? Going to Kuwait, the McDonald's and Burger King there is next level. Sure, sure. Oh boy. But yeah, must be secret ingredients. Who knows what they put in there? Yeah, I think Polly's still in Japan. Do you think the court is wanting her back for the trial? I don't know. I wouldn't think so. You mean for like Natter's trial? Like what benefit would she be for him as a witness? Or even against him as a witness? She isn't credible. All you gotta do is show videos where she's contradicting herself left, right, and center, but it's still possible. Yeah, everything in Kuwait is next level. All right, bread is also dependent on water and altitude, I heard, so you may not be able to replicate anywhere else. Hey, there you go. There you go. Lox Bagels. All right, I should check that out. Lox Bagels. All right, I'm gonna have to check out a Lox Bagel since you guys are talking about that soon enough. But I will be getting some Lox Bagels next time in NYC. Oh, nice, Marie. Pretty cool. She said he was deleting what, Kelly? Oh, wanting her back for the trial? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Right, QZ? Exactly. Of course, yeah, the crust in the pizza in New York. Well, if we're gonna throw down with like New York pizza versus Montreal pizza, I'm gonna have to go back to New York and check out the pizza again because I've checked out like multiple places in Montreal where they serve pizza. It's like even off the beat mom and pops places. And like the pizzas are just amazing. It's like why why does this live so far away from me? I gotta actually go to Montreal just to get good pizza. But that's just how it is. But yeah, But yeah, if you want to come up, once again, people, I know it's a Saturday. If you want to come up and say your piece, send me a message. Uh, eh, Other than that, there is good pizza. Yeah, there is good pizza in Toronto. Cipher. Yeah, you're right. There is, but when you compare to Montreal, it's like they have a overall more respect for food than I've seen in Toronto. No, yeah, I won't knock Toronto for like great pizza places. Of course, there's great pizza places, but if you go into a regular place, like they don't respect the food. It's like it's just left out there, and it's whatever. If it tastes good or it tastes bad or it tastes okay, they don't care. Montreal is like they do care. So yeah, there's lots of places to eat off of like Young Street, St. Clair, Eglinton, King Street, College, Dundas, Queen Street, even Adelaide. Ossington has great stuff. Spadina near College as well. Like downtown has amazing places. Cabbage Town, where Tanita lives. Tanita 777. Junto. That amazing places there off of Parliament Street in Cabbage Town. Where else you could go like East York, like Riverdale area on the Danforth, amazing place to eat. Pape Village off Pape has amazing places to eat as well. Queen Street east of the Don Valley Parkway has amazing places. Then you can go into the beaches. The beaches has amazing places in Toronto. Ossington is an awesome food. Yeah, Ossington is beautiful. Have I ever had Montillo's Pizza in Boston? I actually have never gone to Boston. For some reason, I was in New Haven and I just never had the pleasure of going to Boston. Like, typically, if I was in New Haven, I'd be in New York City all the time. But yeah, I never got to Providence. I never got to Springfield, Massachusetts. Never went to Boston. So it's on my list to do. I would love to check out Boston sometime. Yeah, Old Chinatown is amazing. Yeah, tons of places. Let's get Bally on panel. I don't know if Bally wants to come on panel. We got to talk to her about certain things that she said in her live stream, 12 plus hours ago. So if Bally, if you're still here, if you want to come up, send me a message. We'll put you on panel. Oh, I see. You're born and raised in Boston. How do you like the city? Oh, skip Springfield, really? What things? Well, the typical Bally things that she talks about. Her and Steve are doing well. They got not walkie talkies, but they got radios to communicate with each other if they're on different levels of a house. And yeah, it seems like they're really changing and molding themselves to along with the YouTube thing, because um, because yeah, Bali is incorporating YouTube into her life more and more and more. So we'll see. Is Bali here? I guess not. All right, Bali, have a good one. Take care of yourself. We'll see you another time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. What are your thoughts on what Pete said about the man on the submersible? My thoughts have already been expressed. I felt like Pete's doesn't like people who are wealthy slash rich. We've known that. We've been known that. Of course, he's gonna give disgusting, disparaging remarks about people, passing away in a submersive, because that's what Pete's does. Pete's cannot stand rich people. That's why he goes at anybody who's rich or wealthy time and time again in his live streams. Of course, his if he did have a lot of money, his viewpoints would change. But his viewpoint is he's stuck and he's angry and he wants to lash out on people who have money. Pete still gets views, yeah, he does. Yeah, there's always gonna be people who watch Pete's. He might not get a lot of views, but he still gets views enough to give him some cash to come on and just hang out with people here and there. But yeah, Pete's said what he said. Was I expecting it? Not really. But did it shock me? No, because Pete has expressed these viewpoints in the past. He didn't say, and now we're just seeing um, how like how he would apply it to a very bad situation where people have died. Yeah, it was very hateful. And then talking about an authentic Titanic experience where rich people die, because of course rich people died on the Titanic with a smirk on his face. But that isn't going to be the last vile thing we hear from Pete's. And like I said, Pete's is angry, and that's one of the ways he lashes out is he talks shit. Okay, so yeah, Bally says thanks for the panel invite, but no thanks. All right, it's up to you, Bally. I was just offering to offer, but like I said, you have the right to refuse. You love Providence. The best restaurants are in Rhode Island. Uh, well, doesn't Rhode Island have a flair for certain things, for like seafood stuff, right? Yeah, I would love to go to Providence, Rhode Island. I'll add that to my list. Yeah, it would be amazing. All right. Other than this, Pete is one of the angriest people. He is very angry. He really is, and it's kind of sad that it's happened because he could have outlets to express himself, but then he kind of doesn't want to go out or meet and see new people, which is kind of not helping him when having somebody who would go out with him and whatnot, have him experience new things would help wonders. All right. Anyways, I guess I'm out of here. People, thanks so much for joining me. You should take anger management. Yeah, I did see that Shannon completed her anger management course. Yeah, Pete's needs to do one of those and, keep progressing in life. All right. Other than that, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. This wasn't so eventful, but that's okay. Sometimes this happens. We'll see what the rest of the day allows us in terms of like foodie beauty and other things. I'll be back later. If I don't see you, I don't see you. But hey, enjoy your Saturday, and I really appreciate you. Oh, you would like to join the panel, but you don't. You know a lot, Polly. You could talk about Montreal. No, till the cows come home. You know a lot about Montreal. You know Toronto. You know Ottawa. You know Cornwall. So yeah, you'd be great to be on panel sometime. Sometime when it's easier on you because I know it's super late where you are. You're more than welcome to join. Yeah, would love to have you on panel. Other than that, people, take care of yourselves. Smash the like button if you're watching the replay. Leave me a comment. It helps me out a lot. And I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye bye.